Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Nimai Godai. Today we are going to discuss about the xenobiotics. The xenobiotics are the foreign organic toxicants. The xenobiotics are the organic compounds other than carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, vitamins and steroids. The term xenobiotic has been derived from two Greek words, xenos and bios. Xenos means stranger and bios means life. So the term xenobiotics mean stranger or foreigner to life. The important xenobiotics concerned to human health are as follows: insecticides, pesticides, explosives, food additives, carcinogens, industrial effluent, pyrines, organochlorines, and many more. These are toxic to human body as well as to the health of other animals. So what are the toxic effects of xenobiotics? The xenobiotics exhibit toxic effects to the human body as well as to other animals. For example, immunotoxic effect, which include immunosuppression, immunostimulation, hypersensitivity and autoimmunity. These immune changes in humans exposed to xenobiotics can lead to the immune-mediated disorders. The other adverse effects of the xenobiotics are the accumulation of organochlorines in the liver and brain cause the damage to the organ. So, these organochlorines are the xenobiotics which enter the body, okay, after that enter the blood, and through blood circulation it moves to all body organs, all body tissues. Then what happens? They get concentrated at a specific organ, and if that organ is the site of action, I mean to say every xenobiotic has its own site of action. For example, organochlorines are toxic to the brain and liver. Aldrin and dieldrin are toxic to the lungs because it causes congestion in lungs. Similarly, chlorinated hydrocarbons, when accumulate at the axon sheath, it causes the disruption in impulse transmission. Thalidomide, it is a chemical or you can say xenobiotic which passes through the placenta to the fetus and causes phocomelia. Phocomelia is the absence of limbs in the fetus. So these are the xenobiotics which have their own specific site of action. They may accumulate at other tissues also. That will be called storage depots. We will discuss this in the xenobiotic translocation. Now we come to the xenobiotic translocation. The transport of xenobiotics from the site of their application to the site of their action is called as the translocation of xenobiotics. In other words, the dynamics of movement of xenobiotics from its penetration into the blood to its final secretion is called xenobiotic translocation. This process involves 4 steps. First is absorption. Second one is distribution. Third one is accumulation. And fourth one is elimination. See what happens. First, the xenobiotics enter the body through various routes of entry, for example with contaminated food or with inhaled air, okay, or through by injection, intravenous injection, intramuscular, okay, intraperitoneal or subcutaneous, or by skin. Finally it enters the bloodstream, and through blood it moves to the all body organs, and if they accumulate at the site of their action they causes toxicity, okay. But what happens, our body is eligible to eliminate those toxicants. First they are converted into the water soluble forms. Xenobiotics are generally water insoluble, okay. First it is transformed into water soluble form to facilitate their excretion through urine or through feces, okay, or through exhaled air, anyway, okay. So this transformation is called xenobiotic biotransformation, because it is occurring inside the body, and liver is the main site for biotransformation, okay. So what are the steps of xenobiotic translocation? Absorption, distribution, accumulation and elimination. What is absorption? The entry of xenobiotics into the body and its penetration into the blood is called absorption. It occurs through various routes of entry, like absorption by lungs, absorption by skin, absorption by gastrointestinal tract, or absorption by special routes like intravenous, intramuscular, intraperitoneal and subcutaneous absorption. Subcutaneous absorption means absorption by various layers of the skin, okay. अब the absorption हो गया. Now distribution. After the xenobiotics enter the blood, it is ready to be distributed to all the body tissues. Then it accumulates, okay, and finally it is eliminated. Kidney is the main organ for excretion. Other organs for excretion are sweat glands, mammary glands, vagina, salivary glands, liver, intestine, skin. These are also the organs of excretion. The xenobiotics may get deposited on the dead tissues of the body, like nails, okay. The tip of the nail is dead. The hair, okay, they deposit at these dead tissues and finally eliminated. So this is all about xenobiotics. I hope you like this video, okay. We will come back with the new video. Till then, bye bye.